Alright, and here we are on the 6th episode now of Diablo 3. Let's play Diablo 3 for 360. And I'm making a few changes to my skills here. To start things off, I'm changing Hungering Arrow. I'm going to put on Cinder Arrow, which will light anybody that hits and burn it. And changing Impale. Where is it? Oh wait. What the heck? Oh, whoops. That's what I did wrong. I had this set for Companion. And I forgot to switch it. A is my primary attack. So my primary attack will now be to light the arrows and burn any enemy, and I'm changing Impale to Companion, which summons a raven that just attacks enemies. And I also, for rapid fire, made it so it reduces the amount of hatred that each burst costs. So now summon my raven, and we're off to see the Emperor to start things off here.
Those demon hunters are unbelievable.
Yeah, I talked to Shira,
Captain
who's right
Ravan,
up here.
the condition that...
Ashira, the Emperor and my friend are in grave danger. I must gain entry.
I heard what you did at Qasim Outpost in Alcanis. You have my thanks. And you shall have my help. Captain Ravan, this man has vital information regarding the massacre in the borderlands.
Very well, but I don't think you'll find him receptive. Let them pass!
Let's go. I'll lead you
I
to the
talked
palace.
to her again.
You are bold to have sought this audience with me. My guards tell
And
me
that's
you
the
were
Emperor.
responsible
He
for the
is
massacre
the
of
kid.
innocent villagers in
He's
Alcanis.
Emperor Hakan II. His dad
Those are
obviously
lies.
is Hakan
Magda
I,
and her
and
coven
he
destroyed
died. They don't
Arcanis
really give
in the name
details.
of Belial.
If you are innocent, then why do you have spies skulking through my sewers? Bring her in! Let me
Oh, see, oh no, they captured
I
Leah now.
detest
Whatever will I do?
violence. Guards, I leave this matter in your hands.
There we
Need
go.
to leave
That wasn't
before
too
more
bad.
guards arrive.
Get out of here. I will cover your escape.
Thank you. Now we need to get to the sewers. I'll explain why when we get there.
When you're on, yeah, there you go. Say, I was about to say when you're on higher levels, you can hit these guys not even change. But if you can hit them enough right before they change, you can just kill them.
These demons are blocking our way. We must destroy their summoning construct.
I require aid.
Those electric ones usually have to be hard to they can do pain when you if you stay in there for a while, they'll eventually do a decent amount of damage. So if the other ones come out and do everything,
I'll satisfy.
that's when they really quickly.
The light grows strong.
Otherwise, they're pretty easy to kill.
There has to be a way into the sewers from here. This leads to the sewers.
you can stay up there with those guys and run down and dodge them if you want. Doesn't really matter all that much either way. I do not think I'll put that on. Makes me lose way too much health.
So Nanda was telling the truth. Somehow I knew my mother was alive.
Like I said before, most of the leave
But you never knew her.
you get from doing quests is pretty bad every once in a while. They might say it's bad, but most of it's bad. On my wizard that I played as my first character on here, they gave me a piece of chest armor, I think it was, that literally only had 3 armor. It had really pretty decent stats, but it had a whopping 3 armor. Not 30, just 3.
Now.
Swarm. Ooh, there's a decent quiver right there. Socketed, gives a bunch of attack speed. 36 dexterity. See if I got an emerald. Chipped emerald. Oh, whatever. I'll have to take dexterity however I can get it. I always kill these things are annoying. These are some of my least favorite enemies. The Betrayed, and I can't remember what they're called later in the game. I think they're called like Reviled or something like that. But they're very annoying. They can pop out of those diseased bodies as long as you don't kill the diseased bodies back and hurt the palate. Once you kill them, they explode, and they'll explode right where they blow up for a little bit, and it hurts a lot. Leave that poison cloud that can really hurt.
Citadels built on rot and evil.
I have yet to find a well-lit and pleasantly scented sewer. Perhaps you exaggerate?
I can only...
Adria should be up here.
Now, this is where you find Adria.
Tell us about the Black Soul Stone!
That's Leah's mom.
We know of the 3 at the heart.
Leave her alone!
Seize them!
Leah, my daughter.
You know who I am?
We can't talk here. Let's get to safety first.
Brought that one a lot faster than I thought they would.
I'm surprised Cain never told you why I left. He knew I was called to fight the Lords of Hell, and I knew he would keep you safe.
He's gone now.
Then it's fate that we have been reunited. Cain's work. Your work.
According to the Herodric texts, only 2 evils remain. Belial is here in Chaldeum.
I don't like sacrificing
The
damage.
guards were asking you about this Black Soul Stone. I remember reading about it.
No, but it is. It is the key to defeating evil for...
Yes! He was a renegade Herodrim, dismembered by his brethren before he could activate the Soul Stone. His head was sealed away in the door.
We must retrieve it. Because if we're to use the Soul Stone to defeat Belial and Asmodan...
I do not like this.
Murderer, torturer, monster. These were the titles
Zoltun
bestowed upon
Kulle is
Zoltun
known to
Kulle
the
by the
Templar
Horadrim.
Order.
Cost them dearly.
I have reunited Leah with her mother, the witch Adria. She spoke to us about the Blacks.
Blah blah blah, which Adria, blah blah blah. Find Zoltun Kulle. At us. Be very concise. This is cutscenes literally just take extra time to explain what you just did.
It's disgusting. I've seen that man go.
And now we're back to the sewers to
It's quite a maze down
go
here,
to
isn't
Dalgor
it?
Oasis to find Zoltun Kulle's head.
Listen to me. I cannot talk for long. Belial's guards are constantly watching me.
Emperor Hakan?
Forgive me for my behavior at court. The guards would have killed me had I sided with you. But I will help you now as I can. You must be headed to the Oasis. I can open this gate for you.
He's so useful, he opens a gate. I have no idea how I would have ever gotten past that part if he hadn't been there. Oh boy, there's a
worthy
treasure
foe.
attack of elites. That was hard.
A worthy opponent.
Usually the Raven isn't renegade like that. Oh. Yeah, I didn't even notice I didn't have shoulders on. Vitality. I'll take it. Have that legendary. I found that wizard in case you're not sure what the stash is, pretty much a case that you can store items in that in the stash of a character that you have.
You won't survive that!
Individual items that or items that can take up more than 1 or 2 spots. In this game, any sword or whatever will take up 1 spot, long sword 1 spot, and the PC version, a sword might take up 2 spots, a long sword might take up 3, then rings would only take up 1. It was definitely a lot better. The stash can be upgraded in this game up to 210 spots. Fortunately, it costs money to upgrade, and it costs a lot. The last upgrade. Then 400.
By the light, I've never seen a place like this.
Diablo was the youngest of the prime evils, but I found him the most dangerous, for his power over terror left him incapable of feeling fear. Though he had easily possessed and corrupted many humans, Diablo's essence was finally trapped in a soul stone and banished to the unfathomable abyss 20 years ago.
Once you collect all the pieces for it, you can access this secret level called Whimsy Shot. It's a whole bunch of a whole bunch of those birds that were just following me there. Gore Harriers, I do believe they're called, and they follow you around until you start fighting enemies, and they swoop down and start attacking you.
Please, help! The Imperial Guards are in my home. You can't let them find what's in the...
The refugees will make fine slaves. And you will make a fine corpse.
You have done something truly noble, warrior. Let me show you why this room is so important.
Yeah, we have safe civilians,
The
and then,
Imperial Guards were trying
warrior
to
like
take
your
these
father was.
refugees. I did not
Apparently
know
your father
what to
wasn't a
do.
very well-equipped warrior.
I am not the warrior my father was. Take whatever you want from his chests.
As always, trying to kill fallen prophets quickly because they can revive the grunts and then draw out battles a lot longer than they should be.
Did you feel that? A cool breeze in the center of the desert. What a strange place this oasis is.
That cellar I was just in, I forgot to mention, that cellar is another one of those random spawning spots that will only be there. Well, I guess I should say that one's been there a lot lately, so I might always be there.
What skill should I master?
This one is definitely one of the random ones that doesn't always spawn.
I'm overburdened.
Aw, I'm full. I gotta go sell my items. Which is pretty much how you get gold in this game.
Hey, mister, I can't believe what people throw away. I want to buy some of it.
I think I will actually put those on. I doubt I'm gonna find a ring that's better than either of those legendary rings for a while. Always over here in Act 2.
Everything worth doing is.
Can't wait till I can use some of those items I've got. Some of those legendaries. I guess I should put those on because, can I not put those on? What the heck? Oh, my too low of a level. I forgot. I thought those were these things I just picked up. Yeah, those are pretty good. trap places to try and explore. This and the Desolate Sands is probably the next episode or two. At least this one
My hatred
a lot
is too
more
low.
events and stuff to do with Desolate Sands. Not a lot to do.
The vault door is sealed by magic means. The stone faces upon the ground seem to have some reaction to our presence. We would investigate further, but our intrusion has woken something in these halls. We should not linger.
This is a Tomb of Khan Dakab event where you're pretty much just open a wall and then you get a respawn.
My life has been long. I have gathered much wealth around me, but gold has brought me nothing but pain. And I will not let the curse of my wealth fall on my family.
We'll be down here.
This room shall hold my treasure for all eternity. None shall divine its secrets.
I have to look for it. Oh, here it is. That little lever you have to hit there spawns randomly throughout here. Sometimes it's right around here, and you can pretty much knock this vent out in about 2 minutes. Usually doesn't give a whole lot. One problem I have about this place is trying to remember how to get out. Areas you have to explore in this game, and Act 2 really kind of gets slowed down a looking for the proverbial needle in the haystack, or the haystack. caves. That one hasn't spawned for me in a long time. I would do it, but it would just waste more time than I could be putting towards trying to find this friggin' ruins. Ah, here we go.
Perhaps Zoltun
That
Kulle's
wasn't too
head
bad.
lies through this portal.
On the PC version, I went through and had literally revealed every area in this entire Oasis, except for only one tiny corner. The thing happened to spawn there.
Kulle, the renegade, must be stopped. He seeks to duplicate the power of the storm and wield it for his own ends. He is obsessed with the powers of heaven and hell. Drawing their attention will only bring doom to us all.
Do you want more?
They can spawn a lot of enemies in a hurry. Got lucky there and it took some time. But lucky thing is that the enemies they spawn are very weak. Another problem with the Act 2 is, well, I guess I should say Act 3 also too. A little bit, well actually, not Act 3, yeah, that part is Act 3. But yeah, these areas are modeled after this area that I'm in now. They really can suck up the time as well. I think the Horarden was a little drunk when they designed these areas. Skeletal guardians die in just a couple of hits most of the time. And these things, my friends send me off, they're annoying. They don't do much damage and they run away with
How should I trade? Vengeance!
Annoying imps. Pretty much guessing. About when it is always random and then it's always annoying. Oh, I think I forgot to put those paints on that head earlier. Yep. Those paints. When you're in Act 1, it's probably the act where you have to at least pay attention to the main stat, even hunting dexterity. Because you're, most of the time you're just looking for armor. Damage is important, but you get a lot of that from your weapons, not much of it from your armor most of the time. I've gotten lucky and recently found a good view. Drops that gives attack speed and bullet, just enough dexterity.
To search for Kule's hidden archives.
This guy's kind of annoying. Doesn't do a whole ton of damage, it's just intense big time.
Kule's madness driven? How much power has he accumulated in his mad quest? Kule mocks my every step.
Usually I don't like giving up damage, but those are worth it.
But his chattering is ceaseless. He takes joy in taunting me. I will not rise to the bait.
And Dario was the only female evil. She aided the lesser evils for many years, but eventually she lost faith in their plots. 2 decades ago, she chose to help Diablo during his resurgence and seize the citadel of the Sightless Eye. Ultimately, she perished at the hands of brave heroes.
Take note that you're a follower. Even if you put something on that gives like 7 extra experience per kill, like I just did for him, or bonus gold find, yet since he doesn't pick up gold or anything.
If you keep holding
you
back,
pretty much
then
just-
you'll never improve.
Not pretty much, but you get half of it. Like if you put it on him, you'll give him like something that has 3% gold find. You get 1.5% bonus gold find.
I'm sorry
You won't
to
get the whole
push you
3%.
like this,
He won't get the whole
but
3%.
it will all
Just
be
get
for the best
half
in
of
the
it.
end.
Because he doesn't pick up gold, or I guess he would get some bonus experience, but I think you still get half of that as well.
It is time, Leah.
I live again.
Zoltun Kulle. We need you to activate the Black Soul Stone.
I know your voice.
I am, but now mortal.
Fate is with
my training has paid off.
Yay. Take it. Just gonna sell stuff now, so I don't have to do it later. Diablo 3, where a socketed ring on Act 2 normal is somehow the same as Act 4 friggin' Inferno or something.
I will give you
Sorry, I've
the
got a bit of a
Black
habit
Soul
just going to my
Stone.
stash right away.
But in exchange,
You were treacherous before. How do I know you won't be an even traitor?
you don't. So you must ask yourself
everything.
So be it. To begin, you will need to retrieve
the Desolate
my blood
Sands,
from the
my
dungeons
least
where
favorite
it has
place in
been
this
hidden
entire game.
away. You will
I'm going to go with you. We should bring Kule's head with us. Maybe he'll have something useful to say. I'll put him in your bag.
You're an interesting one, aren't you? I wonder if your friends know
Those guys are following me again already.
What are you babbling about?
One of the few places that spawns in the same place that I'm in. Hey, there we go. That's always up here to the left. Sure, they're at 99%. Always up here from the little waypoint there.
I can open this gate for you.
Emperor Hakan.
No time for pleasantries. I think I may have uncovered Balad's assumed identity. But here's what you need to know. To find Kule's blood, you'll need to get... There are 2 levers that control the entrance beneath the waterfall.
And Zoltun Kulle, his little bit of background for him is that he was part of the Horror Room that Deckard Cain was in. I guess they were in Diablo 2. I didn't play Diablo 2 very much, but they trapped down and killed some of the last Lords of Hell,
Theorized that the demon lords
and he was a renegade that
much like us paths leading
just try to make humans pretty much gods.
Yes. The more I study my uncle's books,
And then
the
he
more I
was
realize that
killed and
took his wisdom for granted.
dismembered so he couldn't come back, but as we've seen that, it was only apparently temporary. And it didn't work very well. I think the idea behind it was that if you wanted to bring him back, it would be very hard to do.
The Chaldean aqueducts were created by order of the Trade Consortium Council after the Dalgar Oasis was discovered 3 centuries ago. Though Chaldean had been prosperous for many years, a reliable source of water allowed the city to grow even further. Luxurious public fountains were built to provide safe drinking water for everyone.
Pain.
I love the yellow arrow just telling me what everything's like. These are the betrayed from the horror. Now they just call it a curse. But still spit out poison.
That's one lever down.
The light still guides us, even in the darkest of space.
Now, there the insanely annoying sand wasps are. Ooh, better bet. Let's see if I has a hand crossbow. So would still lose him if I put on that hand crossbow I had on me before. Oh crap! Raven must have hit him. Almost lost my first treasure goblin on 360 version of this game. Well, but I like how
You won't survive that!
The philosopher Cadus said, if you want to know the truth of a city, you need look no further than the state of its infrastructure.
That would mean Chaldean is based on...
Yes, and built on secrets.
Not enough hatred.
roll. I see I just rolled through that and took like a quarter of my health almost. Ow. I'll just wait for a dead end.
That was just a taste.
Awaits you.
one-shot kills on pretty much any character.
That passage should lead to the desolate sands.
A secret door hidden behind a waterfall. How imaginative.
You would do better.
You shall see when we get to my archives.
Hello?
Yeah, he's definitely not evil at all or anything. Sorry, I have a habit of just wanting to skip this. Or that next part. Oh, hey. I was gonna pay attention if you're standing in poison.
Are you still alive out there?
There is a challenge for this guy. You sit and listen to everything the Talking Barrel has to say. My friend has a famous story of that he let it go for like 20 minutes, got something to eat, came back, saw or went to check if he had a challenge, didn't have it, went, did something else, came back, didn't have it, and then like another couple minutes later he got it in a half hour.
Thank you for releasing me. I am seeking a magic crucible that legend says was hidden in these very aqueducts. Help me find it and...
This is the guy that makes that can upgrade gems and make gems for you. That you put in items that'll give you more dexterity or strength or
Is that really a name?
bonus experience or whatever, depending on what you put it on the type of gem. The primary ones for demon hunters being emeralds,
my young partner
because they give dexterity if you put them in items.
This place is quite dangerous without a knowledgeable guide.
You were careless to come here in the first place. How did you live so?
But rubies, if you put them in
beautiful to kill.
Armor, give you strength. Emeralds, if you put them in armor, give dexterity. Amethyst, whatever. Or however they're pronounced. And then topazes give intelligence.
This is. Oh, look at all this wonderful architecture. You could walk all the way around the world and never find its like. Except for this part. I've seen this somewhere else before. Now I wonder where my young guide got off to. His name was Gavin, I
wasted
believe.
enough time running around not finding anything.
Fellow. He must still be around here also, or perhaps he got lost. No, we're not lost. You know, it was actually quite an interesting experience to be locked up in a barrel. I had a lot of time to think to myself.
Fleeting shrines are very appreciated in this park. Where are you? The heck, where is it? Pretty much looking for the tiny shadowed area that I didn't go to right now.
A delightful fellow, that young Gavin. Yes, he was so willing to show an old man around the desert. And his company only cost me a small bag of gold per day. He hardly complained about anything. Always a smile on his face.
Oh, not over there. Oh. that guy gives crap, but I guess when you're the mini boss for
and great.
Crucible, you can get away with not giving crap for loot.
If I had known the Crucible was cursed, If you come see me in Chaldeum, I can show you how the Crucible... Well, you know, I've been searching for a certain jewel for a long, long time. I'm in no rush. But maybe if I go with you... May I come with you on your journey and make glory?
I could use your services.
Oh, the way out is just a little far. I am starving. Do you think we'll find any good food down here?
Here in the aqueducts? You must be joking.
You go on ahead. I'm going back to town. I need to learn the spell needed to restore...
You and I are the same. But those others, the fallen angel, the witch, they're using
the Desolate Sands.
ends.
I could go on and probably do this now, but I think I will save Desolate Sands for the next episode. Because
I doubt that would end well.
doing these back-to-back could really get boring if you're not playing it. I mean, it's boring for me, and I am playing. But if you're not playing, it would probably be... Well, that'll blow your brains out boring, so I think I will call this episode here, and hopefully the next episode will be out. Probably looking at actually in a week, because I'm really busy over this weekend and for the rest of the week, so I think I will call this episode now.